Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I appreciate that and I appreciate you. So we're over here at the npr.org and I come across an update here on Tropical Storm Nate, so I wanted to share that. It says Tropical Storm Nate is predicted to hit the U.S. Gulf Coast as a hurricane Sunday. And right here you can see its projected path as of now. And it shows it, I mean, it could hit anywhere, around the New Orleans area, or, even a little bit further to the east or west, as of now, because this black line here is not, this is basically the center, if you will, and then it could go anywhere within this blue area, obviously. So we still don't truly know exactly where it's going to hit the in the Gulf Coast, but right now it's pretty much, it says Tropical Storm Nate is forecasted to hit the Yucatan Peninsula on its way into the Gulf of Mexico, so it's going to also hit the Yucatan Peninsula as well. So we know for sure that it's headed into the Gulf, and we know that it's going to hit somewhere in the Gulf Coast. Now, it does say that a tropical cyclone in the northwestern Caribbean Sea has been upgraded to a named storm, Tropical Storm Nate. The system is likely to become a hurricane in the next 3 days and could hit the northern Gulf Coast on Sunday morning, forecasters said. Residents along the Gulf Coast from Louisiana through the Florida Panhandle should monitor the progress of this system and heed any advice given by the officials, the National Hurricane Center says. Nate is expected to strengthen as it moves over warmer waters on its way to the U.S. coast, but at this point the National Hurricane Center says it is too early to specify the timing, location, or magnitude of these impacts. Nate is currently bringing heavy rainfall to Nicaragua and Honduras as it scrapes along their coast on the northwest track towards Cancun. The storm has triggered flood warnings in those areas, along with a hurricane watch in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Okay, let's see. Now here's another, another map here of the projected path. And as you can see, just like the one up above, this one shows us a little bit more area, though, of the United States. So, I mean, it's looking like, Louisiana, portions of that, but Mississippi, Alabama are probably going to take the brunt of this as of right now, as it's showing right now. And it says it's at about 2 a.m. Sunday morning. It should be basically hitting the Gulf Coast. Now I live in Ohio, so this is interesting. So it looks like it's going to come up. Obviously, we will get the rain and stuff from it possibly here. So that'll be interesting to see there. But let's go on down here. It says the cyclone currently has a maximum sustained winds of 40 miles an hour, and it's moving northwest at 8 miles per hour. That will change later today, however, the National Hurricane Center says, when Nate takes a more north-northwestward path and also moves at a faster speed. Goes on to say by Sunday, Nate's sustained winds are expected to reach 75 miles an hour. While that speed is a far cry from the incredible intensity of recent hurricanes such as Irma and Maria, forecasters say people in Nate's path need to be careful of flash floods and mudslides from its heavy rains. So I mean, that's okay. So if you got to try and find some good news out of the situation, it would have to be the fact that this hurricane, if it does develop into a hurricane by the time it hits the Gulf Coast, should only be a level 1 hurricane. So if I mean, at the same time, I don't think we need any type of hurricanes or storms or devastation right now in the States. We still got all them wildfires burning across the country. You don't really hear too many people talking about that, but the western part of the United States right now, and even into portions of Canada, is literally on fire right now. So then you got all these hurricanes. Now it is hurricane season, so this is pretty much typical, but at the same time, it just seems like this year's been really, really bad, especially here in the States. Now, we dodged some bullets earlier with Jose and whatnot, just basically rushing the East Coast there. And But at the same time, I just wanted to share this to keep you guys up to date on this, and as more updates come in, I'll definitely be sure to make a video on that. But as of right now, it is looking like it's definitely going to enter the Gulf Coast, and they're predicting it's going to at least turn into a level 1 hurricane. So my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that's been affected already by this storm, and those that in the Gulf Coast, around, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, who might take the brunt of this storm. May not be as powerful as the other one, but it's still going to bring rain. It's still going to bring damaging winds, floods, possible mudslides. So, again, my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that's going to be affected by this storm, and I'll keep everyone up to date as the updates come in. Again, thanks for supporting the channel and watching these videos. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a blessed day. Peace.